Hello, everyone, and how are y'all doing today? It is another Sunday, and welcome to Excerpt Sunday, y'all. Excerpt Sunday. Yes, I pull our authors from all over and give you a little piece of their dream, a little piece of their writing. And I want you to come and join me for authors Crystal Calloway, Ritika, Dalal, and Angie B. Miss Crystal Calloway has written a book entitled The Blessing of Sisterhood. Ritika Dalal has written a book called A Summer Night. And Miss Angie B has written a book called Judge Me Wrong. I want y'all to get these books. These books are available on Amazon.com and in Barnes & Noble. And you can get them today. Well, let's get into our segment and let's do the Author Excerpt Sunday. Come on, baby. Come on, let's have some fun. Hello, everyone, and how is everyone doing today? How are y'all doing? I am so happy to be in this place today. I know it is, I know that we have to, I know that we have to keep reading. We have to keep reading. We have to keep reading no matter what. We have to keep learning. We have to keep growing. We have to keep doing all these things that we have to do. Hello, good booking. Hi, thank you for joining me. My name is Sharise Johnson Moore, and welcome to Author Excerpt Sunday. I greatly appreciate you coming in for today. Okay? So, I want to know Federer 92. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to wait for some more people to come in to the broadcast. And Jay Pookie joined. Jay Pookie. Hey, Jay Pookie, how you doing? I thank you for coming out to the broadcast. Hello, hello, hello. I dedicate this segment to all the authors. By me being an author, I have learned that it is good to share and good to promote and support other authors. That is a must because there are so many readers out here and so many authors and publishing companies and indie authors, self-published authors, traditional authors. And it is, something that God laid on my heart to do. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. I am doing great. For today's episode of Author Excerpt Sunday, I have 3 authors for you. And the 3 authors are Crystal Calloway, which is the author of The Blessing of Sisterhood. Then we have A Summer Night by Ritika Dalal. Okay. Then we have Angie B's Judge Me Wrong. Okay. Angie B's Judge Me Wrong if you want to. And then we have Crystal Calloway with The Blessing of Sisterhood. And then we have Ritika Dalal with A Summer Night. Ritika Dalal. Okay, so this is what I always do when I'm in the broadcast. I always read an excerpt out of each one of their books. Okay, and I have read these books. They are phenomenal authors. They are phenomenal women, and yes, I will soon have men authors as well. I'm not discriminating. It's just I have people have been sending me their books because I've been requesting them, and they would like their exposure on my program. I also do a podcast called Excerpt Sunday. It's Excerpt Sunday, Authors Excerpt Sunday. And I love it when I get new books to read, okay? So in my spare time before each week comes, each Sunday comes, I turn around and make sure I read these books. I'm not just collecting them and not reading them. I'm collecting them and reading them. And I'm an avid reader. I'm an avid author. And I love reading. I've loved reading since I was a kid. My grandma used to sit down and read to me, and it will be so invigorating that's how I learned how to spell my words. That's how I learned how to pronunciate my words. I learned how to take each word and read them in its entirety as a sentence. And then she got to the point where she said, okay, can you read this book to me instead of me reading it to you? So that's very important that we communicate that with our children when they're very young. Teach them how to read and write, okay? Read and write. Okay. My first author I'm speaking about is Crystal Calloway. Crystal Calloway. I don't know if you can see this. Okay, Crystal Calloway. It is a book. It says The Blessing of Sisterhood. Blessing of Sisterhood. Okay? And I'm going to read an excerpt out of her book. And it reads, as women, there are many situations and circumstances that govern our lives and help define our unique path in it. Many of our lives have been laced with challenges and adversities. There is a need for much encouragement. One of the ways we as women can be encouraged is through sisterhood. I don't know about you, but God has used many women to help shape my life and make me into the person I am today. There have been a variety of ladies throughout the years that God has used to strengthen and encourage my life. Therefore, I believe that many of the stories that I have penned in this book will be the script of many ladies' lives. Undoubtedly, we all have had times in our lives where we have had to call on other women for support and comfort. Crystal Calloway was born here in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. She's an author. She's a local native. And this book is phenomenal for all women that need encouragement. Encouragement in their lives, encouragement in their endeavors, encouragement in their fortitude to keep moving forward. No matter what obstacles are thrown in your way, we always move forward. Okay? So, you need to get this. You need to get this book. It's called A Blessing of Sisterhood by Crystal Calloway. Okay? So, some things in this book is very spiritual. It's a very spiritual book. It puts us it makes us reevaluate ourselves and say, look, I need some help. I need help. I really desire help in certain situations in my life, and I need to find, and we go through life trying to find these people that do that we go through life, and God sends us the people that we need during that time and that situation that we're going through. Okay? So, get this. It's Crystal Calloway, The Blessing of Sisterhood. Excuse me for a minute. Okay. We also have A Summer Night by Ritika Dalal. Okay, and it is very interesting. It is an epilogue. It has a lot of chapters. It is very poignant for you to read this book. because it's very detailed, very entire. It's you have to. This is the type of book that you don't want to put down, because it'll make you. You'll keep reading and keep reading and read for you finish the book, and it tells a story. It tells the story of a young lady. I'm gonna read an excerpt out of this book, out of chapter 1. It says Alex Littlestone was finally a college graduate. No one really saw that coming. With the amount of wilderness and craziness that was in her, people had their doubts about her even completing high school. But there she is. Look at her now. She was killing life with a job up her sleeve. She was every boy's dream. Every girl wanted to be heard, and every parent, and every parent wanted a daughter like her. She was the cool summer breeze in the hot drought season. She was the layer of fat for a chilly winter night who kept you warm. She was the umbrella who saved people when the car passing by drenched you with the muddy water on the road. She was the angel that people wished and worshiped. But for her own parents, and maybe in reality as well, but you can judge that for yourself as the story progresses. She was a whole damn nightmare packed nicely in a pink, non-trouble looking packaging paper with a bow on top for extra sweetness, of course. I've just read Out of a Summer Night by Ritika, Dalal. And it is very important that we get these books. You can find her book on Amazon. You can also find Crystal Calloway's book on Amazon as well. So it's very important that we support each other and love each other unconditionally. Okay? So, want to say, and let's see, go back. And it's very good to read. It's very good to get that concept of reading in your spirit. It's very good to read, to understand that we all have feelings, and sometimes those feelings get bottled up. Sometimes it's good to write. So it's good to journal. You might start off with journaling, or you might start off with just writing pieces, bits and pieces. When you discuss, writing a story, or you come up with a concept for your book. And it's very important that you write them out, whether you write them handwritten or you typing them on the computer. It's very important that you keep your ideas abreast. Even record them on your phone. If an idea pops into your head, it is very important that you may record that thought, because you're going to need it later. That's a hint. I just gave you an author's note. I call them author's notes, because no matter what, we all need some help writing these books. Okay, all right. So, and some things we want to, we want to put them down on paper. We want to make them sound pretty and everything, and put it together, very thoughtfully. And get that editor and proofreader to read your work along the way. Okay, that cuts down on time when you're writing your book. Okay, so the next author I have, her name is Angie B. Angie B. It says, "Judge me wrong. Finding truth through life-defining moments right in front of your face." Okay? This author, I have read her book. It is phenomenal. You need to get it. It's on Amazon. Okay? And you can check her out. She has a Twitter account. And she is it's very important that if you want to motivate an author, support their work, and even give them words of encouragement that they may need during the course of you know the course of their writing. So I'm going to read an excerpt out of this book, and it says, Four-Leaf Clover, Judge Me Wrong by Angie B. Okay. Pecan trees sway gently in the wind while the oak trees were shedding their leaves. The robin birds were out chirping as you enjoy the cool breeze against your skin. There was not a raindrop in sight, despite the thunderstorm held just 48 hours ago. The only buckets of water were from Anne's tears of joy. There was something so special about this day. Something was special about this baby, but Anne couldn't figure out what it was. Maybe it was the hours and the hours of labor she was in. Anne was in labor 22 hours, and the baby arrived 2 days early. I've just read an excerpt out of Judge Me Wrong, Chapter 1, Four-Leaf Clover by Angie B. This book is very entailed, very detailed, very... It gives you a story. It gives you a story of hope. It gives you a story of tranquility and what you can look to, and never judge a book by its cover. Never judge a book by its cover. And I literally mean that, because we could sit and we could think that we look at a book, an actual book, and we like, oh, that's a nice title, nice design, but get into the pages. Delve into the pages of a book. I really am more of a paperback, hardback reader. This is the cover for Judge Me Wrong. Is the cover for Angie B's book, and you can get it on Amazon. And you can get it. She is a pointy author, and she's going to publish another one. So you want to get this first one because it's very good that you get it. Okay, get it on Amazon, and you can go to her website and receive the book. Okay, so I want y'all to, take this little note I want to give you. It's called Being an Author. This is part of being an author. As an author, love what you do. You have to love what you do. If you loving to write is a gift from God. Loving to write is a gift from God, where you can put pen and paper, type it out, handwrite it out, computer, long hand, whatever you may call it. But it is essential for your mental health. It is essential for your spiritual health. It is essential. And another tip I want to give to authors. Don't just write your book and sit it on the shelf. Don't just write it, throw it over there in the other stack of books you've written. Okay? And if you need help with publishing your book, reach out to me. I will help you. Okay? I've decided to take this task on myself to help other authors publish their books. You can reach me through Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and my website. Oh, did I say I have a podcast now? So you can reach on Spotify. You can listen on Spotify. You can Pocket Cast, Breaker, and so many more. Still setting up my other links for my other podcasts to be released, like on Apple, iTunes, and go to Spotify and listen. Okay, if you would like to support the podcast, you may go to my Anchor page. And I love you very much. And you can reach out to me if you would like that link for my podcast. And I will be happy and gladly to give it to you. Go and support these authors because it is very important that we support each other. Support them, teach them, tap past the baton, do pass the baton, Everybody does not know how to write a book. Everybody does not know how to publish a book. Everybody does not know how that you have to copyright a book. You have to copyright your work before you publish it. That's another little author advice. Okay, so want y'all to get these books. Judge Me Not by Angie B. Judge Me Wrong by Angie B. The Blessing of Sisterhood by Crystal Calloway, and A Summer Night by Ritika Dahlia. Okay, you can all get these books on Amazon.com. And I thank you for coming in to Authors Excerpt Sunday. If you need help, I'm here for you. See you next Sunday on Authors Excerpt Sunday. Love you. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye, babies.